Hello everyone, myself Meenatchisundaram, Assistant Professor, Department of Mechanical Engineering, Sales Institute of Technology, Karyapatti. So today I am going to take the topic Python control statements. So what is Python control statements? In Python, we have used many data types like list, tuples, dictionaries, etc. So in which we are going to handle these type of data types into multiple times or reusable one. For that, we are going to use three types of control statements. So first one is if, elif and else statement. Second one is for statement, and third one is while statement. So we are going to see one by one in the below topics. First one is if, elif and else statements. So what is if statement is going to do in Python? So the if statement is known as the decision making statement in programming languages. This statement is used for when the condition is true, the block of statement is executed, otherwise it is not. So this is the syntax for the if statement. So if, what is your expression? It is A greater than or B, or A is less than or B, like that. We are going to write our statements. So for example, A equal to 5, B equal to 10. If A is less than or equal to B, less than B, the condition is true. Then if condition is true, the output, otherwise it is not. So similarly, we are using an else statement. It is going for the false statements. It contains block of code, executes conditional expression. So this is the syntax. If expression statement 1, else statement 2. For example, A equal to 15, B equal to 10 means we are going to A is less than B. The condition is true means the printable output is if condition is true. Otherwise, all the statements are printed in if condition is false. So in that condition, the if condition is false. What is elif statement? So in some cases, we are going to use more than one true statements, means we are going to use elif statements. So this is the syntax for elif statement. If expression 1 means the first true statement is run. If elif expression 2 means the second true statement is running. Similarly, the third elif, fourth elif. So if the false statement is run means the else statement is going to use for the expression 4. Now we have seen one example. A equal to 15, B equal to 10. If A less than B means print B is greater than A. Elif A greater than B, print A is greater than B. Elif A equal to B means print A is equal to B. So in that case, A is 15 and B is 10. So A is greater than B. So the second elif statement is run. So elif statement is another example. So the grading system for the marks 91 to 100 to less than 50. So from this we are going to assign the A plus grade, S grade, B plus B and RA for the 75, 85 and 95. So this is the program. So we are going to enter our input as mark variable. We are going to store as an integer input. So if you are going to enter 0 to 100 marks only. So if you are going to enter 0 mark means it is RA. If you are going to enter 100 mark means it printed that S grade. Similarly, we are going to see in these marks. So if statement mark greater than 90 and mark less than or equal to 100 means the grade is S. So similarly, we are going to use elif statements for the next 4 marks, and the last statement is running for the grade for the subject is reappearing. So if you are going to enter anything below 50 marks means it is going to print reappear. So this is the 75 marks means the A grade is output, 85 marks A plus and 95 marks is S grade. So this is the second statement, while. So what is while statement? So the if, elif and elif else statements are used for true and false conditions. Whether the while statement is used for n number of times or we reusing of code. So this is the while statement. While condition, what is the condition means the block of codes will be run, else what is the code is written, the statement is printable. So this is the write a while statement that prints integer from 0 to 5. So we are going to store the count value equal to 0 while the count is less than 6 means print counts. Next we are going to increase the count value plus 1. So count plus equal to 1 means the value is given to 0 plus 1 equal to 1. Next statements 1 plus 1 equal to 2. Similarly 5 plus 1 equal to 6. The while condition is false mean the loop will be stopped. So write a Python program to print a cube of all numbers from 5 to 15 and stop when the cubed value reaches 1000. So this is the program for while statements. So number equal to 5. So cube value equal to 0. So we are storing two variables. While the cube value less than 1000 means the cube equal to the number variable cube times. So print the cube value of number is, we are going to store the cube variable value. So next we are going to increment the number variable to plus 1. So this program print the outputs of 125, 216, 7 cube 343, 8 cube 512, 9 cube 729 and 10 cube 1000. So while we are going to stop the value reaches 1000 means we are going to add while count less than 1000 means print count and the count value equal to count plus 2. Then if count value greater than or equal to 30 we are going to break the statements. So this is the while loop. It is used for n number of times. And we are going to see another loop that is called for loop. So which is more useful in repeating the Python variables or statements. So this is the syntax for a variable in another variable. Like that, the block of codes will be run. It will iterates for sequencing operations it will be used. For every iteration, loop variable x is said to be value based on y. Y may be a list of tuples, lists or dictionary, strings, etc. So this is the one example. We are going to store a variable list 1 of values 1, 2, 3, 4. For I in list, so I is a variable we are going to assign any name, whether I, J, K or L, M, N, O, P. Whatever variable we are going to assign, it will be stored as a variable name. So print I means the number of iterations will be the looking into the list. First value will be print and we are going to list again check the list. Second value will print. Similarly 1, 2, 3, 4 will be printed. Similarly another program we are going to store x equal to Python as a string. So for I in x means print I. The values are printed as Python like that. So another example for letter in Python means similarly we are going to store instead of I we are going to store a letter. So letter is the loop variable and Python is the string. Another one statement is for loop with else. So list 1, 2, 3, 4 for x in list print x, else print else loop is executed. So this is the nested for loop. So nested for loop is used in within loop with for loop. So nested loop is loop inside the body of the outer loop. The outer loop can contain more than one inner loop. For each iteration, an outer loop is inner loop restart completes the execution. This is the syntax for x in y, inner for loop, for j in z, body of inner for loop. So we are going to see in the one example. This is the multiplication of table for the first 10 numbers using for loop, nested for loop. So 1 into 1 equal to 1, 1 into 2 equal to 2. Similarly, 10 into 1 equal to 10, up to 10 into 10 equal to 100. So this is the program for, this is the first loop, outer loop for I in range 1, 10. So print, we are going to print the table number. So table 1, table 2, table 3 like that. So in that we are going to add an inner loop for j in range same value 1 to 10 for x equal to I into j. So I means 1, I equal to 1 means 1 into 1 equal to 1. 1 into 2 equal to 2. Similarly, it will be print the I into j value equal to stored as a multiplication values. So similarly, it will be run 1 into 1 equal to 1 to 10 into 10 equal to 100. This is the nested for loop. So these statements are used in Python very much for the reusable of codes. Thank you.